Hello YouTube, I am no longer directly in the sun. Yay! Alright, this is kind of like a marathon of videos that I'm doing today. How are you guys doing? You doing well? Tell me how you're doing in the comments. You can always like and share and comment on the video if you liked it. I might just get right into it. So, today's video is about products. There's pomades, there's gels, there's hairsprays, there's mousse, there's texture sprays, there's texture paste, there's leave-in conditioners, there's shampoos, conditioners, and thermal protectants. That was a lot, wasn't it? I can go through each and every one of these. I'm going to give brief descriptions of what they are and what they do because it's going to be a heck of a long video if I don't. Okay, pomades. Pomades are mostly used for men. I use it as well because I have short hair. I didn't put any in today, but there's light holds, medium holds, and high holds. There's also high shine, low shine, and medium shine. Shine isn't popular these days, but apparently Elvis used to use high shine pomades. If you've seen the movie Grease, they used high shine pomades. Makes your hair look shiny. Surprise. But the hold depends on your hair texture. If you have coarse and unruly hair, you're going to want to use a higher hold. If you have regular hair, you're going to want a medium hold. If you have finer hair, you're not going to need very much hold. So you'd need a light hold. And it's a gel that doesn't get hard, basically, is what the pomade is. It'll hold like gel without getting all hard and crusty, which I like. Gels. Everybody knows what a gel is. It holds the style, and it's crunchy and sticky and hard. If you like that kind of thing, go for it. It's not my cup of tea, but I use it on people who want it. There's, again, high holds, medium holds, and low holds. There's not a lot of low holds in gels, but it happens. There's one in particular, if you really need like a high hold, it's called Spiker. I'm not getting sponsored for this, for mentioning that, by the way. Spiker is from Joico, I think, and I've seen it. It's called like styling glue. Yeah, it is, because it just, like, if you wanted a mohawk and you had this length, you could probably do it. It would be super easy because it's just gonna and it'll probably stay all day. I mean, I only put it in their hair and then it leaves, so I really don't know. And I've never used it myself personally because that's not my thing. But I've used it on people and it's ridiculously. Wow, it got quiet. It's ridiculously strong. Okay. Hairsprays. I don't recommend hairsprays. They have alcohol in them, and like I've said in previous videos, alcohol is bad for your hair. However, if you're going to use a hairspray, I love Big and Sexy. Again, I am not being sponsored for this video. I just happen to like Big and Sexy. It gives you volume if you spray it at the roots, and it gives you hold like any other hairspray. I don't really like hairsprays, again, not only because of the alcohol, but the way my hair feels. Like, I like doing this with my hair a lot, so hairspray is not really something that I use, just for that reason anyway. I mean, but it'll hold your hair, it'll put volume in your hair, and it's just a different way to hold your hair. I mean, there's a bunch of different ways to hold your hair. Some people like it, some people don't. That's why there's 10 different types of ways to hold your hair. Okay, mousse. Mousses. Again, Big and Sexy. Love Big and Sexy. They got a root pump plus. Love it. Spray it in the roots when your hair is wet. Blow dry it in major volume. Major. And if you have curly hair and you put mousse in your hair, then it defines the curls. And it gets volume. Again, there's a lot of these products. Pomades, mousse, texture paste, all those can be put in wet hair and blow dried in, which is awesome. Like, I should do a tutorial of different products that I put in my hair when it's wet, and then I blow dry them in. You'll see the difference. You'll see it. It's amazing. Yeah. Texture sprays. Big and Sexy. Not a sponsored video. Promise. Promise, promise, promise. But their Play Dirty and their Blow It Up are both texture sprays, and I love them. I love them. They're not like hairsprays. They're a little thicker, but they don't give you that feeling on your hair, like, you know what I mean? It feels a little dirty because it's like, that's why it's called Play Dirty. But it just kind of gives you some hold and some texture in your hair. I wouldn't recommend blow drying this in because it is a spray, and sprays don't really blow dry in. They're just kind of there for after blow dry. So what I would do is, if you want volume, I would do that first with the blow dryer and do the round brush and bevel the ends, and then I'd spray it at the roots and just kind of like go like this, and it'll look really sexy. That's why it's called Big and Sexy. All right. Texture paste. It's basically like the spray, only it's thicker. It's paste. You stick it in your hand, you go like this, you put it all through your hair. Try not to get it too much in the roots, but a little bit maybe if you want some texture at the roots. And then I would blow dry this one in because it would look amazing. It would. I mean, I can do tutorials. You have to comment below if you want any tutorials on anything specific, because I'm not really going to do any tutorials unless you ask for them, because I feel stupid doing them if nobody's going to watch it. I mean, that's just me. Anyway, leave-in conditioners. The holy grail besides thermal protectants. Thermal protectant and textures. Leave-in conditioners. Leave-in conditioners and thermal protectants. Two holy grails. If you don't have anything else, I would use those. Because, okay, I'll get into the thermal protectant when I get to it. But leave-in conditioners have so much in them these days. It's so good for your hair. So good. Because if you condition your hair and then you wash it out, guess what? It's washed out. Most people don't wait the 5 minutes that it takes to absorb the product into the hair before they wash it out. This one you leave in. That's why it's called leave-in conditioner. And that's why when you spray it at the ends and you put an oil on top of it, the oil will seal in the leave-in conditioner, and the leave-in conditioner will work its magic. You'll not have dry hair anymore if you use this regularly. It's like coconut oil and olive oil and jojoba oils and all the nutrients are in these leave-in conditioners. And the Great Clips one, which I used to work at, the Great Clips one, oh my god, it smells amazing. It does, it really does. They said something like passion fruit or star fruit or something. Oh my god, it smells so good. Okay, I'm gonna do the thermal protectants. Thermal protectants, a lot of people don't know this, but they have revamped the thermal protectants. So now they're a UV protectant, meaning if you don't straighten your hair and you don't curl your hair and you don't blow dry your hair and you're going, this video is so not for me, It's still for you, honey. It's still for you. Because thermal protectants will save your hair a lot of time. If you spray it in just like you do sunscreen, you put it all over your body. You gotta put something on your hair, right? You gotta protect your hair. So spray it on your hair and then go about your daily business. Spray it from mid-shaft to ends. Don't bother with the roots. The roots are fine. My makeup is melting off in this heat. So if I'm going like this, I'm sorry. Okay. So, shampoos and conditioners. There's 3 or 4 main types. There's like the regular, there's the volumizing, and there's the moisturizing. And then there's the hair loss prevention. So the regular is just shampoo and conditioner. I mean, there's not really anything too special about it. Obviously you need it, but you know, if you don't fall into the other 3 categories, just use the regular. Volumizing. The volumizing shampoos and conditioners are for people who need more volume than their natural hair gives them when they shampoo with regular shampoos and conditioners. So it's like if you blow dry your hair upside down and you're still not getting the volume you want, use a volumizing shampoo and conditioner. The conditioner itself is formulated so it's less weighty, so it won't weigh down your hair, and that's how you get the volume. There's the moisturizing. That's going to be heavier. So if you want volume, you don't want the moisture one, because the moisture one is for dry hair. I got dry hair, honey. It's just the way some people's hair is. Like, it's like your skin type. Like, people have dry, they have normal, and they have oily. They can't help it. They do whatever they can to help it, and like, they just have to live with it. It's like their hair. I have dry hair. It's not because I don't take care of my hair, it's because it's dry. Can you see me? I feel weird. Okay. Okay. Anyway. So moisturizing is for the dry hair. That's simple. For the hair loss, it's the only one I've really heard of is nioxin. I don't know if they've patented their products or something, because that's the only one I've heard of that actually helps stimulate. It stimulates the scalp and conditions the ends, so the follicles are being stimulated. I recommend tea tree oil and rosemary oil for this as well, but nioxin is the only shampoo conditioner officially that does this. It stimulates the follicles so that hair wants to grow back in those follicles. Now keep in mind, if you're like super balding and you haven't had hair there for years, it's probably not gonna work. But if you are recently balding, then you have time. You can save your hair. If I ever started balding, girl, I would, I'd run there so fast, so fast. Anyway, I think that's it. I hope you guys like, I hope you guys loved the video, and I hope you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and have a wonderful day.